If it's louder, it's probably not that bad. Never mind. Hello, Mikovics, doing the test because I think if just wanted to play it for a while, I just didn't find any motivation for 4 days. Figured, I'll just do it, just find out the inner workings of my psyche and soul, or whether it'll be cool for me. And yeah, I don't know why I'm like. I probably should have just recorded it or something instead of streaming it, because I don't know how to make it interesting. Whatever, I'm recording it and maybe leave it as upload it as a VOD and maybe see it in the future or something and see if I've changed or something. Okay, let's just skip all that. I don't know why I'm stalling for no reason. Use the usual streaming, and then trying to. I don't remember if it. There's a dead doll next to a bucket of probably red stuff. I just assume it's just edgy, creepy nonsense. But if there's a lot of emptiness, fine. There's a lot, like, just a lot of emptiness in this area. Whatever. Swap, transform, flip horizontal. Oh, wow. Okay, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. We all want to be good people. Not me, not in particular. We rarely want to admit our faults. I agree. Grievances or mistakes. Yeah, nobody does. I'll be sure to reveal mine if I remember any. But you must decide what you truly want. You want this to work properly? Want the truth about yourself? Your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? Not in particular. Process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind in life so that you can predict your future. Yep. I don't know if I'm just gonna leave it here. Nobody probably got 2 minutes of that. I saw Markiplier play it like years ago or something and wanted to try it myself, but I never just forgot about it for a while, and now I'm here. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. Will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. Hmm. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. Okay. This is you, comics. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Do you believe that you always treat others fairly? No. Eh, you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? No. Have you ever invented anything? I'm just gonna say no. Maybe maybe my videos, but those aren't an invention. Those are, expressions of the soul and amusement. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time invested? Yes. Do you believe that others are always deserving of your time? No. I've watched a bunch of those Napoleon Hill wisdom videos on YouTube, so I feel like I that was good mental prep for this, even though it wasn't done with that intention. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Yes, definitely, all the time. I'm a paranoid freak. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Ah, I can't imagine the circumstance. Like I'm thinking, like if it's in the world sense, that would mean there's like no more videos and technology and stuff, and then no. But like if it's just like me just living alone in a room or whatever apartment, I could handle that. Uh, Whatever, I'll just say yes, even if it may not be. Wait, oh wait, but already that's not true. I'm gonna say no because of the my idea of if it's in the alone in the world, then no. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? No, not always. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? I kind of used to, and now I'm just neutral about it. No. You like the color blue more than the color black? Yes. You found money on the street and knew who it belonged to. Would you give it back to them? I'm like thinking it in terms of I pick up their coin on the street and it's gonna be like I get a mental image of everything that person is and where they are. But I'm gonna assume they're if I can find them, maybe. If they're in within a convenient distance, like let's say they're still on the street, I just have to walk fast and go, hey, would you like this back? But I think I'm just too socially anxious. So unless it's like just a ton of money, I wouldn't probably give it. If it's just a quarter, or maybe they dropped a fiver or something, maybe. But it's I'm gonna so assume no, probably not. I'd probably give. But there's also the thing. If there was if it was their whole wallet and they were somewhere, I'd probably just give it to a police station or something before taking it myself because I don't think I need the money. Okay. Would you give it back? No. It's for all sorts of different reasons. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes, fuck you. Tell me the stuff. Are you afraid of spiders? It might be spooked if someone just suddenly dropped on my but in Estonia they're like kind of very small, none of the big ones, so I don't think I'd ever get truly afraid of them. I do think they're spooky looking or whatever, but I don't think I have a phobia or a true fear of them. Maybe the general worry. What if a poison one steps on my bites me on the toe and I get poisoned and die? But yeah, it's fine. No. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Like, if I know for sure I would emerge unscathed, I mean, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna fucking use theater of the mind. I'm standing in front of flowing magma, and I have a suit that is like just been tested and proven it is immune to lava. Jump in, enjoy. Maybe, but no, no, because I'm imagining it like probably not gonna see much. Like it's probably just gonna be the same lava as it's on the surface. So if I'm like, even if I fit in their lava, I don't know if lava pools are deep or anything. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna just see more lava, and maybe it'll be an interesting experience. But like there's also, oh yeah, there's also molten lava is actually quite thick. I think I remember reading it from somewhere. I'd probably just stand on it and maybe get fucking a foot deep before I'd stop or something, or maybe I would slowly sink. Also, even if I emerge unscaled, what if it just hardens and someone would have to dig me out because it just took too long? No, I don't think it would be that interesting of an experience, even though that's probably not the idea what the question is based on. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Yes. Even though it's probably like, I'm probably more like overweight, but I think it's fat. I have a stomach. And, I'm not exactly the most physically fit. I'll just say yes. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? Not a lot. I have probably have some, but not a lot. I'm not yet at the point of being able to convince millions to do my bidding. Do you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No. This is all very interesting. Thank you very much, Mr. Creepy plague doctor guy in a bloody room with a crying bear. Realize that the last letter of the previous five questions when put together spell the name Satan? No, why would I pay attention to that? Does that make you uncomfortable? No. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Maybe. Like maybe finding, sure, but like figuring them out in a story setting, I maybe not. Like if I just had to go, you know what? Yes, because I just check. You can use the good old tried and true method of just walk into every item, interact with everything, and read the stuff, and then you just find the clues. Yes. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? No. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Why would I lie? Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? Are you afraid of the consequence for answering questions dishonestly? No. Are you aware that there could be potential consequences for Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering honestly? No. Tell me how you're just gonna come out of this fucking screen game and strangle me. No. You're wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn. Nah, I'm not spooked out. Maybe I should just do it alone and should have recorded it or something to get a better experience of it. Would you consider yourself captivated? No. Fuck you. Very interesting. You consider yourself to be brave. Nah. But it might be more about my preference for weaselly back evil preferences rather than the actual bravery. But I can imagine myself being in a situation of I'm afraid. I move anyway. But nah, not in the way I consider it. No. Maybe I might have my moments, but not most of the time. Do you use yourself as someone with above average? I think everyone in the world views themselves as someone with above average intelligence. Even looking for hidden messages in these questions? No. I would have found out Satan before. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have? Yeah, a little bit. You begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Yeah, I'll be honest about that. Do you consider yourself to be a patient person? No, maybe not anymore. Do most humans annoy you? Probably, out myself on the spectrum, but like probably yes. Asperger's. Yeah, sure, fine. I don't know if most, but yeah, or it's more of an anxiety about wanting to be near them. Do you prefer animals to people? No, not in particular. You believe in magic? No, that's stupid. You believe in God or the existence of some higher power? No. You fear death? Yeah, not in particular. Maybe a little bit that anyone would, but and maybe if I was sick or something, or am I gonna live to tomorrow? But no, not today. Are you attracted to someone who you're not currently in a relationship with? No. Answer that last question with 100% honesty. I'm an emotionless sociopath. Don't worry about that. Are you alone? Technically. Are you sure? I guess that's no. But this is only put specifically because I'm streaming. Someone could be watching. You'll do with utmost certainty that there's something watching you. Would you believe me? Nah. Maybe I'd get a little worried. Maybe there's a monster behind me. Ah. Nah. I wouldn't believe him fully. You have wondered who I am? No. Do you had shivers at any point during the session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Not in particular. Consider quitting this session early? No, I'm fully committed. You drink water every day? Yes. You eat less at least once per day every day? Yes. I'm in a goddamn, I don't know, first world or second world. I don't know where my country of Estonia. I hope that's not too revealing of my personal existence, but yeah, probably. Yeah. Do you realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages? I mean, now that you say it, sure, but not before this. Plethora of hidden messages thus far? Sure. Are you wondering what they are? Not in particular. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Would it bother you? Never know without finding them yourself? Nah, it wouldn't bother me. I'm not gonna look at them up. Your favorite number seven? I mean, I guess it on average, but I don't really think about favorite numbers, so I'll just say no. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. But maybe I'm showing my age of being like, so goddamn old. Maybe not that old or anything. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. I mean, logically speaking, yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No. You could just say apples are apples, orange are orange. You can always compare them. They're foods. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? It's like technically yes, because humans are technically beings of so much potential, and if they just decide to want to be their best self, maybe everyone though. Yeah, I get. That's why we have prison. So because if we killed everyone for every crime, we'd have no people left. I'll just agree. I'll just believe in humanity. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes. Trying to see if the wound on my cheek is like visible on the screen. Maybe the saturation settings on my webcam would like remove it. Hope this doesn't count as gore and get me banned on Twitch. Oh, it just fell. It wasn't like a fast fall, but fell on a rock. It was a pretty slow fall. Was drunk yesterday, and now you have a cool scar for I assume a day or two, maybe a week. Obedience is more important than freedom. No, this is gonna make me look like a rebel. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. You know what? Submarine, see all the creepy shit. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if it would be an interesting time, like especially if you'd go like deep enough. You'd see all the creepy shit, but like that wouldn't be fun. It'd be like scientific. It would be interesting. I would have I would see have a pleasure or a nice time seeing the existence of all the bottom water, but I don't know if it would be fun. You probably have to stay still a bunch of the time and stuff, right? But wait, oh wait, am I trying to? I'll say yes, adventures or whatever. I'm just imagining like cartoon or games with underwater adventures. I'll just say yes, even though real life underwater adventures wouldn't be as fun. Realize that the first letter of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase "I love you." Nope. You wish to be loved. I want to answer honestly, but I wanted to say like no immediately. But like, what if deep inside I do want to? But I guess it's just say no. I wish to be loved. I prefer it, but I wouldn't wish it. Yeah. Have you ever felt hated? was that one time, but I don't know if that was hatred. No, I'll just say no, even though there might be some part of my psyche that thinks about, have I ever been hated by anyone? I'm gonna assume no because I'm like shallow, neutral person. Have any addictions? No, even though I drank yesterday, it was like the first time in a month, and I didn't have that much of a fun time. Just might as well in public setting. So I'd say wait, being on the computer might be an addiction, but I'm gonna. My immediate answer was no because I was drinking drugs and stuff. So I'll just say no. You list dislike the color pink? No, it's a fun color. Color. Does the color gray seem depressing? No. You enjoy loud music? I'm gonna say no. You like to dance? No. Would you consider yourself normal? No. Love your parents? Oh, like I should say yes. Like I'm like I say, I keep declaring myself as this unfeeling, evil, not even like neutral monster. I could like just. I'm gonna say no because it's like I think way too deeply about love and stuff, and no, I'm just gonna. I'll just be. Even though they don't be sure, they're chill, they're nice people. I just don't think I love them. Have you ever been lied to? This is one of those. Probably, maybe, but I don't know if I've noticed. Maybe I've been tricked, or maybe playing games and stuff where people are dishonest, but like with the intention of deceit. But my immediate answer was no. They'll just say no. You get angry often? No, sometimes. Do you hold grudges? I feel like I do, but like how long? Like how long do I have to hold a grudge? You know what? Yeah, sure. I'm pretty petty. I don't think I hold them that long. It's just I get them easy. Have you ever forgiven someone? Like my immediate answer is no, not because someone has wronged me. Nobody in my life has wronged me to the point of me feeling I will forgive you for your sin against me. I'm gonna say no, but it's because of my antisocial tendencies rather than actually being spiteful and evil. Because this does not look good. Since I also say I hold grudges. You ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done but still did it anyway? My one example is smoking when I was a teenager. Like that is it was just really feel like something you shouldn't do. It's like just be cool, try it. Did like maybe a 10 total and just never got addicted to it and just didn't try it again. Like I didn't feel like it was something I shouldn't do. I just wanted to do it. I'll just say, you ever done something that you knew you should? I'm just not the type of person to do things I know I shouldn't do because of being a boring personality. Have you ever lied? Like my immediate answer is yes, probably. But I'm not really the lying type of person. I'm honest to myself and others with my blunt piece of attitude. I might have withheld information, but I don't consider that lying on a technicality. So I'm just gonna say no, even though I probably have. I don't remember. My immediate answer is no. Have you ever cheated on a test? Maybe yes, but not because maybe. I don't remember. I'm just not the type of person to cheat on a test. Maybe it's because I just learned this stuff, or maybe I'll just say no. I am not sure. Maybe I might have glanced at someone else's answer and decided, hey, that sounds like a good answer. That sounds about right. I don't know if that's that's probably cheating, but it doesn't feel like cheating. I'm just gonna say no. Well, that's reassuring. You think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? I consider the animal transformation powers to be kind of the suckier ones among them. No. Like, maybe people would want to be a bird that flies in the sky instead of just a little old human. Believe you have psychic powers. I'm not deluded and crazy. Sorry. Have you ever seen a ghost? Nope. Dream often. Like, I do dream, but I don't know if I dream off. I'll say no. You have nightmares often? No. You suffer from anxiety attacks? I feel like I am anxious, but not an anxiety attack often. Do you suffer from depression? Maybe my lifestyle might be depressing to some, but I don't know if I'm depressed. No, no, I'll just say no. Not sure, so I'll say no. You exercise often and stay active. I always want to, but I feel like it's a no. I want to do that. I would like just walking outside for an hour a day or something. That doesn't feel like the stay active and exercise often lifestyle with my sedentary lifestyle. There a particular type of food that you despise? I don't know if I despise it, but I don't eat fish, so let's say fish. You consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes. Just in general, I don't have a specific. You ever felt betrayed? Maybe in smaller amounts, but not in a way that I would say yes to. Do you ever feel lost in life? Yeah, all the time. Pretty sure nobody is the whatever that truly sure about life all the time, every moment. Consider yourself a natural leader. No. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. Lower the stakes a bit. You sometimes dream of being a hero? Yeah, sure. Have you ever been bullied? Feel like I feel like it's all good nature teasing, so I'm gonna say no. Ever bullied someone else? I'm just assuming no, and I'm trying to like make sure it's an actual honest question. Have I ever bullied someone? Not with the intention of bullying them. You consider yourself to be a dreamer? No, I assume that's. I imagine being a dreamer as something positive and future optimistic style. So I'm not like that. You sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally. If I'd notice it. Yeah, I'll just say yes. You find space fascinating? Yeah, reasonable amount. Would you consider yourself to be an artiste? No. Maybe I shouldn't be a streamer if I don't think of myself as a good artist. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No. You consider yourself to be flawed? Yes, all the time. Have you ever fantasized of being a super villain or performing a heinous, egregious crime? Serial killing? Yes. Do you believe in perfection? No. Like, wait, I believe it exists, but it's more of a no question. Have you ever stolen from someone? Maybe, probably not. I'm just gonna say no. Don't remember. You ever kill someone under any? Yes. You ever kill someone? Yes. Under any wait, what? Under any circumstances? I can imagine some. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Yeah, I'd like people to know. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? No. I don't know if I really have those, but I haven't gone out of my way to tell them. You trust me even though you know nothing about me. Oh, it is gonna be one of those. If I don't trust him, how can I trust him to have a good answer to his personality quest testing on my personality. I never thought about, do I trust this pixelated thing? Not I. Sure, fine. I'll trust you at the very least to give me an answer about myself. You know who I am? No. Well, I know who you are. If I appear behind you right now, would you scream? I mean, like be spooked, but like it's like one of those. I don't think I'm just not the type of person to scream. Maybe hyperventilate a couple of seconds, but not just not the screamy type. No. I told you that I've been behind you this entire time. Would that scare you? Nah, of course not. That would be silly now, wouldn't it? You consider yourself to be empathetic. One of those weird things I kind of do, but I don't know if it's objectively true. I'll just say no. You consider yourself to be romantic? No. You ever been in a physical fight? No. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Say yes. But it's probably because, I mean, the computer a lot of the time, and that probably causes some neck issues. You look at the ground when you walk? Sometimes? I'll say no. I'll say no in terms of like it what if it's like all the time while walking. So I just walk forward. Maybe of course I look at. I'll just say yes, even though it might mean it might be asking it in a different way. You don't want to step on a rock and trip. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yeah, sure. You ever shave your head? I've done it before, but it's like with the machine because I just want to know what it would be like to be somewhat bald. So I guess I've done it already, even though there's probably no evidence. Maybe there's a photo somewhere. I don't know if it's in my phone or not, but yeah, I probably would. But if it's like shave with a razor, I'd be worried about cutting a vein or something. But I'm gonna assume it's not with a razor. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? I like strong women. In a, I'm gonna assume sexual sense. Oh wait, it only asked me if I'm attracted to the opposite sex, not what sex am I attracted to. I won't say attracted, but like it's not like a deal breaker or anything. You ever dance when no one's looking? Yeah, sure. I do a couple moves. It's just listening to music, just because, especially after like my headphones became wires, it's so much more freedom of movement when I just listen to music before like going to sleep. Do you trust your best friend entirely? I don't have one. No. You remember your childhood extremely well? No. I don't know if I. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Like, like, if I could steal 1 million and I could get up. I'll say no, it's too much of a risk, even if it's like one of those. If I could get away with it 100%, it would be probably like 51% closer to a yes, but I'm just say no. If I there's a lot of unknowns in it, so I'm gonna say no. You ever dream about running from a killer? No, I'm the one chasing. You ever dream about falling off a cliff? Eh, Weirdly, no. I think I see it once or twice being afraid. You ever dream about being naked in public? Yeah, no. You enjoy scary movies or books? No, but it's more of the boring, tense moments are boring instead of scaring me to my core while and forcing me to pay attention. I'm gonna say no. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? I think so. Yeah, I think so. You like being the center of the attention? Dreaming, but like maybe not in a group, but it's like not like I hate it the most. It's just not something I strive to be in. You feel like something is always watching. No, I'm not religious. Sorry. You ever wondered what it would be like to go to space all the time? You ever had an out of body experience? Nope, not even when I was on Hawaiian Baby Wood Rose. It was an elevating experience, but not an out of body experience. Have you ever punched a nun? Like no, but like I was thinking, maybe. No, I don't think I've even ever actually seen a nun in real life. And I sincerely believe it's true, so I wouldn't even have had the opportunity to punch them even on accident. Do you like dogs better than cats? No. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Like I no, I'll just look at the real physical evidence of my world's habits and actions and say no. I watch videos. It's different from movies, but are you still wondering why I ask you if you've ever punched a nun? Yes. You get starstruck. Gonna Google that. What is starstruck? Starstruck can refer to including a feeling of being overwhelmed, of being overwhelmed with a feeling of being overwhelmed with admiration for celebrities, a Disney Channel movie, or a British comedy. Wait, most common meaning is being particularly impressed or fascinated by famous people. No. You hate going to big parties and social gatherings? I'll say yes, I just wouldn't know most of the people. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? Not even that. Curious though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really? Just bam, right in the fence. Nun punch. No, I'm sorry, I don't live on extreme. I mean, maybe some air puffed out of my mouth? No. You know what? I'll just give him the win. He can have it. It got me in a moment. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? No. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? Yeah, just so I could have this in NPC's respect. Yes. There's a hell. Do you think you're going to it? Yes, because I'm not pious. You enjoy fantasy fiction games? I'm gonna say yes, but like I play Cobalt Core. I like that. Do you masturbate frequently? Yes. Are you wonder are you wondering what constitutes frequently? No. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? I think I'm answering too fast to be truly discomfortable or comfortable with these questions. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Just no, I'm just thinking about my feelings now. No. Is your mouth dry? I bet it would be if I didn't drink this one. I'll say yes. Profanity make you uncomfortable. To a certain extent, but I'd rather say no. You believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. Are you poor with money management? No. One of these numbers that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Like I'm either thinking either 1 for 21, 1, because number 1, oh wait, thinking of either like 1 because being number 1 and the greatest, 7 because he mentioned it, and 21 because it's closer to my age and existence. Number 1 resonates with me, the most, be the champion or something, and 69 is fun. One of these colors that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Damn, I'm like terrible at this. Not, it's definitely not purple, gray, or black. So it's either blue or red. I'll go blue, but it might be because I'm wearing a blue shirt and can see it on the second screen. Choose one of these. This I must stop bothering me. Oh well, whatever. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. Look a little toxic because I fucking stomach feels wrecked because it, puke. I don't know if I mentioned it, but puked after drinking, and I don't know, maybe it somehow messed up something inside with digestion or whatever, and I'm probably gonna have to take a day or two to recover. I'll just go. That's why I feel toxic. Use one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. And I'll go blessed. Everything else is like way too over the top for me. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Luck, skill, luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. Luck. You enjoy solving mathematical puzzles. There's like that one moment, I don't know if it's like still on Twitch or not, but it is in Draft of Darkness, a video VOD on the Comic Spots channel, and I did take a whole 10-15 minutes to try to figure out something on Notepad on a test. I'll just say yes, so based on my one experience and not having a lot of other ones. Speak more than one language fluently. I'm not a native English speaker, so yes. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes, but I won't say it was of my own volition mostly. Just going to vacations with parents and stuff. You enjoy coffee? No. You believe in demons? No. Believe in angels? Why would I believe in one or the other? Are you afraid of sharks? I'm more of afraid of just random shit touching me if I was in murky water where I couldn't see through. But like, not really afraid of sharks in particular. Yeah, not afraid of sharks. I prefer baths over showers. I'm gonna say no. I might, but like taking a bath in years, man. I mean, I could if I really, really want to beyond all measure, just go. But I just take showers. I'm gonna say no based on like years of evidence of lack of baths. Maybe it's like one of those. I feel like it's baths or baby stuff. I'm a grown up, and it takes less time, and it's like you're not in your filth. You wash it off. I don't think of the washing stuff as a pleasurable personal thing. So as you know, smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches. I notice it. I don't like it, but I wouldn't say it like gives me headaches. But I could imagine one that could do it. My immediate answer would be yes, but after thinking about it, no. But I'll just yes. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No. That's fortunate. I agree, Mr. Plague Daughter guy. You ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? You know, I feel like, yeah, sometimes. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No. You ever hear footsteps around when you're alone? No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? I want to say yes because, but I assume it's like the inflation and the deflation of a house when it's like getting cold and or wet or cold and hot and stuff, and maybe it's like maybe there's rats in the walls or something. But like I don't know. I think of those random knocking noises as probably the way he wants to know. Let's say no. Doesn't look at the same time on the clock. No, I look at the clock. You ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? Nope. I'm like sometimes I've been like worried for like baby mode or even late Not lately, but even in an older age, like, oh no, gotta keep my little fitsies in the beddies, or else the creepy underbed monster gets them. But like, I've never felt them being grabbed. So no. You have any pets? Consider them more family pets because living with parents. But like, I'll think of it like kitty cats. They're part of the family, so I'll consider it as yes. Your favorite color green. I'm gonna go with the I don't really have favorite colors or stuff. Uh, I expect I appreciate the whole spectrum. Maybe thinking about light green and how nice it looks and how it's usually a sign of positivity. But no, I don't really think about them as favorites. Are you attracted to a family member? I'm gonna assume sexually. No. You won the lottery. Would you share the money with anyone? Like, it's just so much money. Like, there's no way I won't find an opportunity to share it, right? Like, why would I just keep it to myself? And also, I get it. Or maybe it's like sharing in terms of charity. I'm thinking, like, maybe I'll go to a restaurant to go, all of these foods are on me. I'm Mr. Millionaire lottery winner. Like, sharing the money itself, I'll share the joy. Yeah, probably. You could be the dictator of your own country. Would you accept the role? That's just like it's kind of spooky about in terms of being assassinated and not me not being fit for the role. But like I do want to see how it would go. But like I'm just thinking, dude, about all the effort you need to be to actually be a dictator. First, you need to actually be voted for, and then have like a close elite you could either trust or be in control of, and then move on from that. And it's just so many things. I would like to be a dictator if it's just that easy, but I just don't think it'd actually work out. I would still say yes, but getting there myself would be impossible. You ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Yeah, sometimes. You like fishing? No. Have been? No. Do you like hunting? Haven't ever been hunting? No. Do you like camping? No, all the experiences I've had, even by just sleeping in a tent nearby somewhere else. No. You like guns? I don't know if I like guns because I haven't really held any in my hand, but like I guess I like the idea of them, but it's more of a cool action movie way than anything else. Are you getting tired of answering questions? A little bit, a little bit. Do you consider yourself to be kinky winky? No, I might be into some fetishistic stuff, but I don't think of those as kinky. I guess I just think of them as part of myself. I'm gonna say no, even if the rest of the world or 99.9% of the world might consider me to be so. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Huh. Like, I can't find a way to agree to it, so I'll just disagree, but I understand why someone would think of it. You always keep your promises. You see, I'll borrow a quote from Napoleon. The best way to keep your promises is by never making them. Yes. You ever completely trust someone who's no? It's if they are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I this is one of those I was drunk like 2 days ago. Or technically somewhat. But like it was one of those it was an okay experience, but like it felt like I got way more of the backlash than the enjoyment of it. So I'll say no, but I have in wait, you ever in sometimes, but I'm gonna assume after my most recent experience, I wanna say no. I'm gonna say no. Even though it might be objectively wrong, it's how I feel right now. You like tattoos. I feel like they could be a nice extension of the human skin's beauty or whatever. Sure. You enjoy being high in any form. Hawaiian Baby Woodrow's best experience of my life. Don't do them. Yes. Believe you have a soul. No. You cried this week. Nope. Are you upset with someone right now? Kind of, but technically not. No. There's someone you're not being completely honest with daily. I don't think about it, so I'll just say no. You understand how this works yet? No. You answer the questions twice. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. Not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yes. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No. I think you won't make a general stuff. You wouldn't make it just for me. You don't even know I exist. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Can imagine being in an unknown location with a buddy and then they just leave or something and then I'm just lost without my phone. I'm afraid. Sure. Are you afraid of dying alone? I'd say no, but I could see the appeal of being afraid of that. You worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? I'm worried about it occasionally. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? Not always, but... Oh. Yeah, sure, I'm worried. I guess, you know what? The immediate answer to this, even though it's objectively probably no. You feel like I know you yet? No. You heard any strange noises while answering these questions? No. Again, these earphones are so good at blocking out noises. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonesty, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. Oh wow, it was the end of the test. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. People don't understand you completely, do they? Yeah, it's not like I tell them anything. You're a lot more complicated than people think you are. Oh no. They don't give you enough credit because they can't understand what you've got going on deep inside. Oh no. You may not always like everything about yourself. You may even give yourself way too hard of a time. But trust me, you've got some natural talents that will take you very far in life. It's imperative that you embrace that fact. The only way you're going to fail is if you let the doubt of others pull you down. The only way you're going to fail is if you start believing what others may think of you. Do not let them win. You're one of a kind, truly remarkable. As a matter of fact, I get the sense that you don't even realize or understand just how special you can be. Ultimately, your path is entirely up to you. There's a strong possibility you're going to let it all slip away just as easily as you can become an incredibly successful star. But the results are yours for the taking. Not everyone has that luxury. How you, however, do. So my advice to you, to listen to your gut. Go out there and get the life you want to have. Do not live your days in regret. Not yet too late. I believe in you. I just hope that you start believing in yourself and seeing your true self worth. Whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are in life, double them. That's the minimum of what you're capable of accomplishing. Please, don't squander your opportunities. And for the love of God, life, don't settle! The secret word is blessing. Remember this word. Will come in handy. Where? Pick the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you to be included in future projects we're currently working on. This is a genuine opportunity to be part of something forever, to have influence on the creation of something major. And we've done so before and will continue to do so for as long as you'll allow us. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments. We read them thoroughly on a weekly basis. I guess I'll just write it down here. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm blocking stuff. Whatever. I read good. It's fine. Weekly basis. It's still an ongoing project as of 2025, and we will continue to read comments across all of our games. We are constantly creating tremendous opportunities for players to be involved in our experiences. We are working on several games that involve player interaction, some of which players name characters, and some of which players will be able to honor a lost pet. This is our way of giving back to the community that chose to support us across our titles, and the way to memorialize those precious ones we've lost along the way, giving them a forever home in the cosmos. We currently have a tremendous amount of submissions in the game, and we are collecting more every day. This is a passion project for us, and we really hope you'll be part of it. Every time we finish a game, we involve players in new games that are in creation, so this offer never expires, and you're always welcome to join us in years to come. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I hope this has been some help to you, and if it hasn't, then hopefully you were able to pull something positive from the experience. I have no worries. If you enjoyed your experience, you can find the test reality check, as well as many other games on our curator page in our bundles or simply on the title screen. Test reality check is a bit more in depth, it may impact you even more, and although it's the seventh installment in the series, it's a standalone title that you can jump right into immediately and experience everything it has to offer right away. I'm kind of tempted, but maybe someday. You're always trying to involve players, create meaningful interaction, and let others influence what we build. Because honestly, this community has been so positive and amazingly supportive along the way. Truly, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you more than words can express. Please spread the word, let us know you exist, and let us show the appreciation you deserve for taking time out of your busy day to support small creators like us. Still, it up. I'm gonna check. I guess I'll just go to the door page and see if I can just write a comment. Gotta make sure there's no hope this isn't revealing any important information. I'll just leave it here. They somehow uh yes. Just gonna write it in the comment. Post review. Okay. I'm gonna go. That was it's a fun experience. I wanted to do it. I'm glad I got it off my chest. You have now have like video VOD proof of something about me, and I'm gonna go. Have a good day, and like comment, subscribe. I got some kind of spiritual experience from this. I'm glad I played the game. Now I can take it off my favorites list, and actually got a decent time. Maybe I'll check out the reality test. I'll add it to my wish list. I'll just, since I got a decent experience from the test. Havix out. Have a good day. I'm probably gonna sleep or something.